is going on YouTube? Another video coming at you from JD's NerdVerse. My name is JD. Welcome back. Let's dive into this. So today we're playing through as Squirtle in Generation 1. And I'm turning the music up just... There we go. Go play through Squirtle with Generation 1. A couple things before we dive into this. Rules. First off, I will only be using Squirtle in battle. There is also no items allowed you to be used in battle. I can use other Pokemon for TMs and things like Dig and Teleport if need be. The clock will stop in 3 different instances. One is Lieutenant Surge's gym. Second is, in this playthrough, it's not going to matter because I don't do it. But if I need to actually play through and get... Squirtle, by the way, has a lot of close encounters, just like this battle on the screen right here today. He has a lot of close ones like that for some of the bigger battles in the game. And we also will stop the clock to empty out our things into our computer. That gets a little bit abused in this run, so I'll let you know that in advance. But let's go ahead and go over some of the goods and bads when it comes to Squirtle. So Squirtle, what does he have that's good? He has a pretty good defense, and he has pretty good special defense. Speed isn't very good. Hit points are not great. Attack isn't bad. So that's what you're looking at with Squirtle. His move pool was actually very good. So similar to Charizard, has a very solid move pool. Difference from Charizard and Squirtle is Squirtle actually has a little bit more, he has better advantages overall throughout the whole course of the game, whereas Charizard really has advantages against Grass type and then Bug type, and that's pretty much it. So, but Squirtle does have a large variety and large mass of Pokemon that, moves that he can add to his repertoire. So, if you saw my Bulbasaur run, Bulbasaur didn't get a lot of moves that were variety. If you look at the level up moveset with Bulbasaur, or Squirtle right now, you get Water Gun at 15, Bubble at 8, and then at level 22 you get Bite, and then you can get Skull Bash, Hydro Pump. So you have a lot of variety of moves there, but then you also can get other moves like Body Slam, Mega Punch, Bubble Beam, Ice Beam, Blizzard, things like that. So there's a large variety of moves that you can get with Squirtle. So that's the benefit of Squirtle. Downside of Squirtle. Downside of Squirtle is, like I said, you don't have a lot of HP or speed, so you're kind of at a disadvantage there. But you're good enough that at this point in the game it doesn't affect you as much as it would affect others because you have a good amount of moves. You also have a variety of moves you can add it early in the game, so you don't have to go and heal a lot. So you'll see Squirtle's run mimic a little bit more closer to Charmander's run. So early on in the game, we're playing through, and like I said, we gotta get Bubble, and I think we beat Brock's gym without. I think we beat Brock's gym with just Bubble, and we get Water Gun after we beat Brock's gym. So we're fighting a couple trainers, and like I said, I usually fight a lot of battles early to get you the extra experience points. So I remember my first Squirtle / Wartortle / Blastoise run when I was a kid. I played through with Blastoise, Squirtle, and my number 2 Pokemon was Dugtrio. So yeah, because you can't. There's not a lot of variety in the game. You can get early. So yeah, there's just not a lot of variety you can get, and joy. And then we win this battle. We get poisoned, however. But yeah, we end up winning this battle, and we go get this antidote. We use the antidote. Doesn't happen very often. You have to use antidotes in this, but when it happens, it happens. So what are some other disadvantages to Squirtle? Well, after the first 2 gyms, like you have an advantage against the first gym, you're fine there. But after the second gym, or after the first gym, the second gym, you're not disadvantaged, but you're just neutral. But you have more variety of moves than Misty, so Misty's pretty easy. Because it makes sense to fight the gym first and get yourself a very powerful water move. Your rivals are a little bit easier. Where the downside comes is you have to be over level to handle a Lieutenant Surge, and you also have to be over level to handle Erica. So if you were to go in order of the gyms as they are designed in the game, your 2 gyms after the first 2 gyms would be pretty difficult. But it's not super hard. Getting our items, we're getting our levels here, and I don't know why I paused it right here. Just checking its HP, I guess. I don't know. That must be the reason. Get another potion. Fight this guy. And like I said, I said this in my last video, my playthroughs, you're required to go back and fight the rival. So you can either just get the extra levels and make sure you win the battle, or you can not get the extra levels. Yeah, we're gonna fight the rival right here. Really, the tricky part with the rival is fighting this stupid Pidgey. It's the Pidgey. I hate that damn bird. Alright, it's this stupid bird. Luckily, this stupid bird didn't use any sand attacks, and we got seeded. But we're just higher level. Even if he tackled us, it doesn't do that much damage. Over time, it could do some damage, but it didn't do that much damage to us. So we get him beat, and now we're going to head to Brock's gym. And we're in Brock's gym. We have the first trainer here. This one should be like super easy, but for some reason it's not. And then obviously Diglett has extreme speed, so it outspeeds us. We level up one more time. And again, we, for some reason, don't knock out the Sandshrew in one go, but it's just bubble. That's probably why. So now we face Brock's gym. We went back and healed real quick, and now we're facing Brock's gym. With Brock's gym, we should one-hit knock out the Geodude. I believe we one-hit knock, and now we get Water Guns. Now we're definitely one-hit knock out the Onix. And one-hit knockout. Okay, now we've finished him off. Good. So now look at Squirtle's moveset. Squirtle has 3 moves that have a decent amount of power points. You have Water Gun, you have Bubble, and he also evolves. And then you also have Tackle. Okay? So this is where over Bulbasaur, you had a massive advantage. Bulbasaur had Vine Whip, Tackle, and Leech Seed. Leech Seed is a slow burn kind of move, so you have to stall time and hopefully don't take a lot of damage. Tackle doesn't do a lot against anything. But at least Water Gun and Bubble are decent enough special attacks that they can one-hit knock out, so you don't have to go back and heal as much. That's the benefit. You have 3 moves right now you can use to knock out Pokemon if need be. Bubble, Water Gun, and obviously Tackle. So that's the benefit of Squirtle over Bulbasaur. Now Charmander and Squirtle were on pretty much even playing field here. You do have one extra move with Wartortle that you did not have with Charmander, but it's not that much of a difference. You still have a lot of PP left for both of them. So right now we're just I wouldn't say we're steamrolling, but we're pretty handily winning these battles. Not taking a lot of damage, which is what we want. And like I said, we have the extra move to finish them off without having to use a bigger move or whatever. Yeah, 25 for Water Gun. Yeah, it's a lot of power points early in the game. So it lets you get through areas of the game without having to deal with a lot of things. So Charmander actually had a huge advantage here, though, because bug types are weak to fire. And, I mean, Wartortle's kind of over-leveled here, so that's why these are one-hit knockouts, or two-hit knockouts. Yeah, so this is going to be, I think it's a one-hit. Yeah, it's a one-hit. So, but Charmander had a weakness, they were weak to him, so he got the one-hit knockout. So that's kind of the comparison here. But Wartortle is very strongly going through this part of the game. And what's crazy is, and this is where, and you're going to hear more about this in my review, is this is where the drastic differences in the 3 runs come from, is this part right here, and the next part of the part above Nugget Bridge. All right. Just playing through right now, taking a drink of my drink. So while I'm playing through this, I'll kind of just tell some stuff about in my experience of playing through with Squirtle. Squirtle, in my experience playing through, I tried to do a playthrough where I started out with Squirtle and got a couple Pokemon. And the way the run was designed is I didn't realize that no one I could use. I did a playthrough where you can only use Pokemon that you got before Brock's Gym. And I did not realize that none of the Pokemon you get before Brock's Gym, if you use Squirtle, can learn Cut. So, killed the run. And that was when I learned that, for some reason, I don't know. I just don't know why Squirtle can't use cut. It can learn slash. It learns a whole bunch of things. I guess it doesn't learn slash, but it can learn a bunch of things. I don't know why cut is something that's complicated for Squirtle, but it is what it is. Also, doesn't make sense that Nidoking and Nidoqueen can't learn cut, but because they were on my team at the same time. But yeah, it is what it is. Or a bug type Pokemon can't do it. It doesn't make sense. But we're moving right along here. Bug types. We don't need to go get this TM over here. We're just getting experience at this point, getting some extra levels. I think we're going to get to level 20 here soon. Because when we come out of the tunnel, come out of the Mountain Moon, we want to basically go straight for and take Misty out. And the reason why we want to take Misty out is Misty has a fantastic attack she gives us. Now right here, we level up a little bit on attack. We get an attack called Mega Punch. Mega Punch, fantastic move. You add it in, and instead of Tail Whip, now we have Water Gun, Mega Punch, Bubble, and Tackle. 4 moves that can be used pretty much with anyone you're fighting at this point in the game. And they're pretty much not going to be one-hit knockouts, but they'll handle the Pokemon you're fighting pretty handily. And yes, we're going to fight this hiker. It's easy experience points at this point in the game. One-hit knockout. One-hit knockout. Oh, are we going to change anything up? We're going to change anything? Probably not. One-hit knockout. Makes the most sense. So we get through the hiker. We fight Team Rocket. One Team Rocket member, I should say. And like I said, we just such a variety of moves. These parts of the game, War Turtle just steamrolls. We will hit some areas where it's going to be difficult. And we fight this super duper nerd. Maybe he's in JD's NerdVerse. He is a super nerd. And I'm pretty sure we steamroll this guy. We can take a little bit of damage, but one-hit knockout. And one more. One-hit knockout. Perfect. And then after this, we get the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. And we get the Misty's Gym. And we're going to take on Misty right now. Well, not take on Misty. We're going to take on her little minions. And like I said, we're same type, but the difference between us and the water Pokemon in her gym is they don't actually have water moves, first off. Most of them don't have real water moves. But second, we are much stronger. We have much stronger non-water moves. So when it comes to fighting Misty, that's where your advantage comes in fighting Misty, if you're the same type as her. And then we're going to face this girl who has the Pecking Goldeen. And it should be Mega... Oh, we miss. Not fun at all. Now we're confused. I think this battle gets close for some reason. Yeah, never mind. This one's not the close one. There is one we have. It's a lot we have. Actually, Lince Elite 4 with War Turtle and Blastoise. There's a lot that are like nail biters. Like they come down to like 4 HP. And we finish off like the last like 2 Pokemon with 4 HP or something. Alright, Misty wants to fight. What do you want to do, Misty? Let's go. I didn't save for this battle, so I saved right in the middle of the start. But Mega Punch. Yeah, like I said, she's not going to be able to do much damage. Bubble Beam is like not effective at all because it's the same type. So all she has is Tackle. And for some reason, and maybe as a kid, I seem to recall her having Recover. Maybe she just doesn't use it in this one. I don't know. But I could have sworn she had Recover. And I keep missing moves, but like I said, I get lucky and she does. And then we get Bite. So that's a move I actually forgot we had added because I think we removed it pretty quickly. But we have another move called Bite. Bite is a very solid move. It's a good normal attack move. So we have all these moves. Bubble, Bite, Water Gun. And here in a second, we add Bubble Beam. So now we have Bubble Beam, Water Gun, Bite, and Mega Punch. The moveset that Squirtle accumulates in this game this early is just fantastic. He's definitely a Pokemon that is made to play through this game. So we're fighting our rival, 2-hit knockout. Water Gun. Abra doesn't do much, so I'm just saving my power points because I know I got to fight. I got to go through this whole bridge. Rattata. Bubble Beam, 1-hit knockout, and now we're taking on our rival, Mega Bite. It's a 2-hit knockout. Oh no, it's a 3-hit knockout because we didn't get a critical hit. Okay, cool. We beat our rival. I'm pretty sure we just go straight towards Bill's house. Go straight towards Bill's house, and now we're taking on the Nugget Bridge. Now again, this is where we're going to thrive because we don't have to go back and heal. We have plenty of move coverage to take on anything we come across for the most part. Nothing's going to be more than a 2-hit knockout. We have potions. So this part of the game is, I wouldn't say it's a breeze, but it's quite simple for the most part. And Pidgey, I hate that bird. The two trolliest Pokemon in this game, in my opinion, are Brock's Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. Or I'm sorry, our rivals Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot. There's also the other trolliest one is what's his name, Gyarados, Lance's Gyarados. It's a very trolly Pokemon. It's just like a lot of these playthroughs I've done. Here's probably why I don't like it, is because a lot of the playthroughs I do, I've not done anything with electric moves, so that's why. If I have an electric move like Thunder, I probably wouldn't hate it as much, because it would probably be like a 1 or 2 hit knockout. But Gyarados, he's basically not weak to a lot of things other than like electric and maybe grass type, kinda. So, but we're going through Nugget Bridge. We're getting a lot of experience points here. We're getting like pretty much, not quite 1 hit knockout on this one, but getting a lot of knockouts. We have not taken a lot of damage. I don't remember. Do we heal here? Okay, we get this guy on with not a lot of health, but I know what Pokemon he has, so it's not going to be a tough fight. So I do want everyone to notice that we are War Turtle now. So our stats drastically shot up. Our defense and special defense are higher now. They're significantly higher than they were earlier. And now we're going to take on a lot of these hiker trainers. And the reason why we're going to do that is like we have water type moves, and they are practically a 1 hit knockout. For all of them except for this Machop, because Machop is not a ground type. A water gun will knock him out in 1 hit. We grab this elixir here, which I didn't know about a lot of these extra things in these playthroughs until I watched some other Pokemon YouTubers. I always like to give a shout out to the ones I watch on here. So while we're going through this part of the game, we're just getting the experience. I will give a shout out to J Rose. It's probably my favorite is J Rose. He gives a great explanation of the badge boost glitch if you would like. His videos are very good. Me and him play by drastically different rules, so it's not the same rules. But he has his style he likes to play as. I have mine. So he has some runs that have showed me. He's actually enlightened me on a lot of things that have helped me with my playthroughs. So yeah, that's just, he's helped me with all. Watching him has helped me with my playthroughs. Let me rephrase that. Also, I like to give a shout out to Scott's Thoughts. His playthrough is a little more thorough, with like multiple playthroughs, with like play through once and fix some screw ups and so on and so forth, and just things like that. He does he does really well explaining those. My Dry Bread is a decent one. I've watched a few times. I don't watch them religiously, but I know J Rose, every video comes out I watch. And Scott's Thoughts, for the most part, every video comes out I watch him as well. So those are the two ones I watch. My Dry Beard, like I said, his videos are okay. They're pretty good. So if you like Pokemon playthroughs like that, please watch them. They're the guys that kind of inspired me to do this. I watched it and I enjoyed watching it so much. I thought I enjoyed doing it. I really do. Like I said, I do all the editing by myself and do all the filming by myself. I don't have anyone helping me, so it's just a guy with a pregnant wife and a kid who does this in his very little spare time. So, okay, so we're at Bill's, and we use the escape room to get back. I did not learn until a couple days ago, watching Scott's Thoughts videos, that you could not use the escape room in Pokemon Yellow. They removed that ability to get back and save you the trip, which I think is kind of dumb, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit dumb, but it is what it is. But in the same breath, I mean, it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say about it. This fight kind of had me concerned a little bit, because I got getting put to sleep, and very rarely do you ever wake up on the first turn after you get put to sleep. So this fight had me a little bit scared, but we added Dig to our repertoire here, I believe. Do we have Dig? Yeah, we do. And like I said, we're 12 levels higher than these guys right now, but this is the one trainer that can be bad if they can get off some sand attacks. I hate stupid Pidgey, dirty bird. I'm probably gonna play through my playthrough with Pidgey and ended up loving this bird, but I just don't like Pidgey in Gen 1. It just gets way too much sand attack. It's just, I don't know, it makes the bird feel like way overpowered than it actually is. So now we're going to get on the SSN. In the SSN, we get one more move. So now we're adding even a better move to our repertoire. So right now we have Bubble Beam, Mega Punch, Bite, and Dig. And now we're about to pick up, we're about to pick up Body Slam. Body Slam will probably replace Mega Punch. It's more accurate. It's more consistent. Yep, it's going to replace Mega Punch. So that's our move set right now. We have a ground type, we have a water type, we have a normal type, we have another normal type. Both of them can make you flinch, potentially. One can make you flinch, one can make you paralyzed. And now we're going to fight this guy. Bubble Beam. He has 2 fire types. Get right through him, and we get an extra rare candy. Like, for example, I didn't know there was a rare candy. I think I did know when I played as a kid. But that's because when I played through as a kid, I used to just play through and fight every trainer. So I probably knew there was a rare candy somewhere on the ship. I just didn't know exactly where it was. So now, alright, here we go. And now we are looking at, and now we're fighting our 4th rival fight at this point. Pidgeotto should be a one-hit if we use Body Slam. Well, almost a one-hit. We did not heal before this fight, so that was might have been a blunder on my part, but I think we do pretty well without healing. Bubble Beam. Kadabra. So why did Kadabra use teleport? That does not make sense. Body Slam. Vine Whip does decent amount, but we're just too overpowered and we have too many powerful moves. And then we go get Cut, and Cut's going to let us go fight Lieutenant Surge. Which, this is a risk right here, because Lieutenant Surge is electric and I'm water. So the fact that I have Dig, the fact that I have Body Slam, the fact that I have Bite is the only reason I'm going for this right now. So I use Dig. Dig will let me one-shot the Voltroop. Okay, I need Withdrawal. So Withdrawal, that means I'm going to get rid of, I think I'll get rid of Bite. Because I have Body, I don't need 2 normal type moves. Withdrawal will help us with the Badge Boost glitch and helps our defense. So our best stat is already getting better now because of being able to use Withdrawal. So then we get to Raichu. Look how much damage Raichu does in one attack. And we get it out in one. If we had another attack, we probably would have lost. So yeah. We get a TM we cannot use. And then we go and fight the next part of the game. And did I actually film this? Wow, okay. So I don't know if you know this or not. But if you don't heal in this town, if you dig back to the last Pokemon Center you were at, which is in Misty's town. And I know I will say this a lot. I never remember the name of these cities. A couple of them sound alike. That you got like Viridian Forest and Vermilion City, I think. And you got Celadon and Celderon or whatever. I just don't. I just know them by their gym leaders. So, all right. So fighting the trainers on this route. We're probably gonna fight an extra trainer or 2 because a lot of them on this route. There's a couple hikers for sure that we can get some extra experience points. And I'll reiterate, at this point in the game, you have a lot, and I mean a lot of trainers at this point you skip over. You skip over a lot of trainers when you're at this point in the game. So next to Lieutenant Surge City, to the east of Lieutenant Surge, there is a big grass area where you probably miss about good 10 trainers. There's probably good 10 trainers on SSN we didn't hit. There's a couple trainers above Nugget Bridge we didn't fight. We didn't fight a couple trainers inside of Mount Moon. So the amount of trainers that we have skipped in this game are adding up, and they're only going to get more, only going to get higher, because there's a couple trainers on this route we skip for sure. There's some we don't, but there's some trainers for sure on this route that we skip. And then when we get to Rock Tunnel, we skip a few more trainers. So there's a lot of trainers accumulating, and like I said in the last video, I'm contemplating taking one Pokemon and fighting literally every trainer in the game to see exactly how much experience points you can get and how high of a level you can get with just one Pokemon. I'm going to have to take a Pokemon that has like it's like a fast level up rate, like maybe like I don't know. I'd have to look into that and see which Pokemon would do that. If you have any suggestions on what Pokemon you think would do the best with that, Put it in the comment section down below. I'm really curious to see what everyone says. And now we're going to knock out this stupid Meowth. Meowth is one of my least favorite Pokemon in Generation 1. Just probably because of the anime. It's just annoying in the anime. And why did I heal here? And okay, so now switching up the repels. And I'm taking forever doing this. This is probably should pause the time here. But okay, so now we have repel activated. Okay. And here we go. We're running through Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel is not going to be. It's a joke when it comes to us right now because a lot of the trainers in here have things that are weak to water, and we're water type, so we don't have a lot of things in here that are going to be in any way, shape, or form a disadvantage to us. They're not going to be difficult at all. So now will be a time to kind of like just kind of give a shout out to my social medias. If you want to, first off, like this video and subscribe. You'll get videos like this all the time. I'm gonna be posting more types of videos here soon. I've just been focusing so hard on getting these first 3 out and getting that monkey off my back because I really wanted to know which starter was the best in Generation 1. But I have other videos coming out where they're gonna be ranking games in video game series like Halo, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, maybe even Pokemon. Maybe even ranking starters. That might be one I do as well. But also movies. I have one coming out soon ranking all the Star Wars movies. And I also like to ask everyone to please follow my social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram. It is JD's NerdVerse on Twitter and JD's JDS_nerd_verse for Instagram. All right, I post stuff on there all the time. I post videos. I post stuff about Pokemon all the time. Pokemon is a big thing for me. I've never really moved on from it since I was a kid. Even as an adult in college, in class, when I was in class, I would have my computer and I'd have an emulator up playing Pokemon. It's just how it was for me. So at this point in the game, we're just kind of get through certain parts of the game. Right now we're in Rock Tunnel. Like I said, we're getting a lot of experience points fighting in Rock Tunnel. And yeah, if you look at this time is very similar to Charmander. And yeah. And I step away for 2 seconds, but we're back. Okay, so now we're still playing through, and I think I just gave out a shout out to my Twitter and my Instagram account. So we're playing through the rest of this tunnel. If you look at the time, we're on pace. We're pretty close to Charmander / Charizard. I think we're just a hair behind Charizard. But we're definitely outpacing Bulbasaur right now. And like I said, the variety of movesets, if you have a couple potions on you, you can get through a lot of these specific places in this game very easily. And like I said, there's a lot of hikers, and you can just blast through these hikers. This is the hiker that has 2 exploding Geodudes and a Graveler. But I think our speed outmatches the Graveler, so we're going to get the knockouts before they ever have a chance to explode and do some damage. Alright, so effects wore off. And okay, so now I'm going to avoid these 2 battles right here, and we just have one more battle to get through, and then we're out this tunnel, and then we're heading to what I call the opening, where the game opens up. We kind of have a lot of choice here. It's one of the benefits of the game right now is you get a lot of choice at this part of the game. So get through here, get out the tunnel, perfect, and we go here, and usually, when I played through as a kid, I used to go to this girl all the time and get a bunch of stuff. But now, we can really only get one move, and that's the move we need right now from her is Ice Beam. Ice Beam is going to be very useful right now, and for some reason I'm pausing it there. Okay, dramatic effect. I think that's what it was. Ice Beam is a very good move we can use, and I think we also go get a Pokédoll right here. Do we? No, okay, we might do it later. And then we head this way, and we go get Fly. We beat Lieutenant Surge. We don't have to backtrack and beat Lieutenant Surge, so we can get Fly. Use fly. I caught a Geodude because I forgot that we can teach dig to Squirtle, so I already have it. I have a Geodude, but I think I use Geodude for strength because I don't need to get Lapras now. So kind of a good thing I caught him. Like initially, I was like, oh, I'll use him for dig, and then I forgot. Squirtle can use dig. So now we're taking on Team Rocket. This just like every other Team Rocket battle I have in this specific Team Rocket, the game corner. Not a lot of challenges, not a lot of trainers in here that you have to worry about. We are water type, so we're going to have a huge advantage against Giovanni. Okay? Yep, we got to get through here. And we accidentally fight this guy. No big deal. He doesn't do much to us anyway. I can't believe as a kid I used to like as an adult now that I'm playing through this, I used to dread like facing these things. I used to think it was going to be so hard to get through all these things. And now that I know like there's like you literally can go through this one with only fighting like 2 or 3 battles. And you can go through the other one by fighting like literally 4 battles. Just to get what you need. So, now we get Razor Wind, which is pointless because we can't use it, but it's just a habit of mine to grab every Pokeball on the ground I see. It's just a habit. Someday I'll break that habit, and I'll probably lighten up some of these runs by a good minute or so without having to grab these things that are pointless. I have stopped myself from grabbing the Moonstone that's in here. Okay, so now we got to toss that in. Now, see, if I wouldn't have grabbed it, we wouldn't have an issue. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now we get to the 4th floor. We're going to go grab something. And we're going to teach our Pokemon immediately anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. And give it to there. And we're going to fight Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Here's Tweedledee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. And dig. I don't know why we didn't use... I know why. We might have not wanted to use up the power points. Okay. And there's Tweedledee, and here's Tweedledum. New Giovanni's guards. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use a Bubble Beam there. I have plenty of Bubble Beams left that I don't need to use dig. I don't know. That was not smart on my part. Should have used Bubble Beam and spammed it to blast this team. I think I was saving them for some reason. I don't know why I was saving them. I have to get out of here. I'm going to heal before I go into Lavender Town's tower anyway. So, I don't know. But here's our fight with Giovanni. And Giovanni is a pushover. He has all ground type besides one Pokemon. Which is Kangaskhan, which I don't really know what is Kangaskhan. What is he? Ground normal? Which is normal? I don't know exactly what he is. And there we go. So, yep, we're moving on now. Get that done. Beat him. Get this Sylph Scope so we can see ghosts. And down to go do some ghost busting. But first, we're going to battle our rival. Our rival is not going to be a challenge at all. He is way under level compared to us. We're almost level 40 at this point, I think. Where are we? Level 38. Yeah, we should blast through him. I don't think we should take any damage, other than maybe Gyarados. That might be a possibility. Because Gyarados is the second trolliest Pokemon in this game. Alright, and Kadabra. Do we outspeed Kadabra? We should. We do. And the last Pokemon, Ivysaur, which Ivysaur only has Vine Whip, so he can't really do much to us. And we knock it out. We handle our rival pretty handily. And we're moving on to face a ghost. Time to do some ghost busting. Here we go. And we find a ghost, and it's the ghost of a Marowak, whatever. And Bubble Beam, good. And there we go. And we're going to fight these 3 Rocket Trainers that for some reason are here, but really they have no real reason to be here. Yeah, Team Rocket in Gen 1 is not very strong. Gen 2, there's more of them, but they're just significantly over-leveled everywhere you're at. They're just way lower leveled than you. And it kind of sucks because it's an important part of the game you have to fight, but in that same breath, there's not enough experience to let you, keep leveling up. Now, we're going to play through Generation 2 and figure out which starter is best there. Generation 2 is going to be a little more challenging because like in Generation 1, there's plenty of trainers to get your Pokemon to a certain level. When you have a team, plenty of trainers for the most part. Generation 2, there's not. I played through Generation 2 a lot. I fought every battle, and you're just not quite the high enough level you need to be, so you got to do a little bit of grinding. So I'm curious, when you play through with just a starter, how much grinding you have to do and how many battles you can legit skip through in Generation 2 to do a playthrough where you play through as one trainer and you maximize your time without maximizing all your battles. Maximize your time and minimize your battles. All right, so I don't know why I filmed this one and this one for you guys, but here it is. We're gonna get through here. 4x speed has its advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is you consistently run out of you can considerably run past stuff that you're supposed to be grabbing. And here we go. We get there's a lot of stuff you can pick up here. So kind of the nice thing about this is you can grab a lot of stuff if they're useful. A lot of things in here aren't very useful though. Alright, so we get the gold teeth, get this, TM32, which may come in handy, it may not. I don't think it will with this run. And we get Surf. Surf is not the biggest deal in the world. But it is the same type advantage that I can get with Surf with Blastoise. So, in some point, it will become super, super useful. But I have to beat Koga's gym first, which is, I think, what I'm doing right now. Or am I fighting my rival? Yeah, okay, I'm fighting Koga's gym right now. Alright, and didn't affect Blastoise. Body Slam. Yeah, that Psychic kind of scared me a little bit, because, like, I have to fight Misty. And I had not fought Erica yet. Erica was a big point of contention at this point in the game, and I had not fought her yet. But I'd also not taught Ice Beam. So now I have to decide which move I'm going to get. I think I'm going to get rid of Bubble Beam because I still need to use the Dig. Yep, I got rid of Bubble Beam. Makes me cry a little bit, but I'm going to give it Surf here in a little bit, so not a big deal. And Ice Beam, and her minions I'm not too worried about. Her little club of Girl Scouts. I'm not too worried about her members in her gym. What I'm really worried about with Erica is I'm concerned more about her specifically. She has some really good moves that could really affect us. Razor Leaf is pretty much is always a critical hit. And Gloom can use, or not Gloom, Victory Bell or Vileplume can use Thrash. There's a lot of things that she can do to really mess up our world. I'm not too worried about Tangela. Tangela is like one of the worst Pokemon in Generation 1 by far. It's one of the playthroughs I'm really dreading, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm really, really dreading that playthrough. Okay. So Ice Beam does pretty well. It's a 2-hit knockout. That's good. Victory Bell. I'm not as worried about Vileplume as I was Victory Bell. I played through, like I said, as a kid, and Victory Bell is just such a tough Pokemon. And I don't know why I just didn't use Ice Beam again. It was almost a 1-hit knockout. I don't know why I changed that up. I think I'm just trying to make it more dramatic for the camera. So we get Mega Drain, a move we can't use, and then we head back out of here, and we go head towards back to Koga's gym. So we gotta beat Koga. Now the good news is, like I said about Squirtle / Blastoise. Blastoise has the ability to use a move called Withdrawal. Withdrawal triggers the Badge Boost glitch. If you don't know what the Badge Boost glitch is, I'm not very good at explaining it. Basically, Whenever you beat a trainer or a gym leader, they give you a boost in one of your stats. And there's some moves that boost your stats, and the badge boost glitch boosts every stat when you do that. When you modify one stat, it modifies all stats. I don't know why it does this. If you want to watch, I recommend Dre Rose. He explains it way better than I ever can. But basically what it does, whenever you modify one stat, it modifies all stats. So whenever someone, like for example, when you fight like a Gyarados and he does Leer lowers your defense, but it boosts all your other stats. So there's a benefit and a downside to it. But even when someone does it to you, it still initiates the badge boost glitch. All right, and with Ice Beam, we're actually doing pretty well. Like the levels we're at right now. The next couple gyms, I'm not too concerned about. I'm not too concerned about them at all. Koga's hit or miss. If you get poisoned, it can give you a hard time. And nothing he has is going to be like difficult against us. We have Dig. We can avoid an exploding Wheezing. So we're at a decent advantage there. But Blastoise, looking at his time's going very well right now. And we only have three gyms left. Now we do just like we did with the last couple runs, we do battle a lot of extra trainers in some of these gyms because we don't have opportunities to get more experience elsewhere. It's all in one area. It's bulk. In like a minute or two, you can get so much experience, and they're all the same typing, so you know exactly what move you need to spam. Pretty much just blast through them. So now I'm using Withdrawal to jack up my stats. So the moves that they do to me will not affect me very much. I didn't get poisoned or anything, which is good. So now I use Dig. It shouldn't be a knockout. It is a knockout. Okay, it is a knockout. So it's drastically upgrade my stats. Now, one thing can kill the badge boost glitch, which is an upgrade which is leveling up. Your stat still stays high if you like increase your defense or whatever. So like right there, he just hit me with a sludge and did nothing. So that's kind of the benefit of, and I just dug underground and he exploded, so I don't get hit by it. So good. We beat Koga's gym. We can now use Surf. So we're going straight to Blaine's gym. With Blaine's gym, they're all fire type. So we're just going to use Surf, blast through all of them. And I think I got rid of Ice Beam. Did I get rid of Ice Beam? I did get rid of Ice Beam. So I got rid of Ice Beam for Surf. I need Body Slam because we're going to come up against Gyarados, and that really is the one move that is kind of the most effective that I'm going to have to go up against Gyarados with. Not to mention, as we need it, there is Blizzard available if we need to use Blizzard. We can't get rid of Dig at this moment because we still need to dig out of places. We also can't get rid of Withdrawal because it helps us initiate the badge boost glitch, which boosts our defense and also boosts our other stats. We can't get rid of Surf now anyway because Surf is an HM. You can't remove HMs, which you could, but you can't. I think in future generations you could, and then they just stopped having HMs altogether, and they made it so you can relearn moves once you unlearned them. So we're blasting through this. I don't think we took any damage yet. No, we haven't taken any damage. The only thing we're gonna have issues with is having enough power points to get through all the way to Blaine. We might have to go back and heal. But while I'm doing this, if you're looking at the time for Blastoise is actually very good right now. The only thing that's like it's taking us a little bit more time is because of the fact that we need the extra levels because I'm worried about Sabrina and I'm worried about the Elite Four. We have, like I said, we accumulate, I think it's 10 exactly. I think there's 11 total in the game, but we don't go to the power plant to get the 11th one. So we get 10. I'm going to tell you about the strategy I've been using. We have 10 rare candies. After I battle Giovanni's gym, I give my Pokemon 7 and save couple. Because, as you saw earlier, and we're going to fight Blaine, so I'll elaborate on this in a minute. So, we got Blaine. We should blast right through him. 1 knockout. 2 knockouts. 3 knockouts. And did we get a 4th knockout? Almost a knockout. If I'd have done 1 withdrawal, I probably would have knocked him out in 1 hit. It was a range, though. A critical hit would have done it, too. So, what we will do is, you just saw this now, we're fighting our rival fight, so I'll backtrack to that. It doesn't want me to explain to you how I'm going to use the badge boost glitch to my advantage and avoid the disadvantage it gives you. Withdraw, up our defense. One more time. One more time. Surf. Here we go. One hit knockout. Gyarados. Body slam. 2-hit. The Leer still ups my stats and I leveled up again, so there goes all the stats boosting. But I still have the defense stat up. And Surf. It's a 2-hit. I guess I should just go on for Surf again because it's just habit that if I see a move that almost is like a 1-hit, I don't like to use it again. But it's just habitual. It's just habit to go to another move that I know will do a little bit less. That way I don't waste it. Okay, so we beat him, and now we're gonna go on to Giovanni and his sidekick here. And what we do with the I'll talk about this guy's battling. What we do with the rare candies is I give them I save 3 rare candies for the last 3 battles of the Elite Four. I'll give the rare candy to my Pokemon right before the battle so that they don't level up during the battle. And that's been a tactic I've been using for these 3 videos that I've done so far. And to me, I personally think it works fantastic. I think it prevents the badge boost glitch from happening. I actually think in this playthrough, and if I come across it, I'll point it out. I think in this specific playthrough, I actually have an issue where even after the rare candy, I still level up. Because I think Blastoise is in that specific level up group that a couple other Pokemon are not in. Okay, so we beat him, and we go and fight Sabrina. I don't remember how this goes. I think we knock out her first Pokemon, and then we set up on Mr. Mime. All right, so we got Kadabra. 2-hit knockout. This should be a 2-hit knockout, even with recover. So Mr. Mime, we're going to set up. Oh, we're going to do Dig, actually. I guess we're not going to set up. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, withdrawals. Now we're doing our withdrawals. Now our confusions are doing nothing. I mean, that's way different than Psychic. Psychic's going to blast through us if we don't have the extra defense. Venomoth using Surf. Knock it out. Alakazam. Alakazam. Bippity boppity boo. And we knock it out. This is one of the nice things about Blastoise, and this is the same thing with Charizard. You have some ability to brute force your way through some fights when needed be, and that's kind of the nice thing about them too. And we go, and now we're fighting Giovanni one more time. I don't remember if we do this in this one. I don't know why I pick up that revive. I'm learning not to because there's no point. I can't use a revive. If I die in battle, I have to go back to my latest reset, or if I get knocked out in battle. All right, so Surf. This whole gym is a joke, so I don't remember if I fight through everyone here or not to get the extra experience or not. We shall see, and we're blasting through right now. Even Surf is knocking out the Machoke, knocking out the Machop. Choke again, boom. So it's definitely a knockout, even without a critical hit. It's a knockout move. And I guess I'm going to fight everyone here. So we're going to fight everyone in this gym because it's just easy knockouts. It just doesn't make sense not to just take the extra experience points. It's only going to benefit us. And we get Hydro Pump, and I remove Dig. We can't use Dig anymore anyway, so there's kind of no point. So having 2 strong water moves, especially if I need one that's going to need to get that extra oomph that Surf may not get. That's why I did it. That's why I went ahead and used the move. Alright, Surf. Yeah, I honestly don't like Hydro Pump very much. I think it's not accurate enough for a move that's supposed to be like your ace move. Like if I look at Flamethrower, I feel like Flamethrower never misses. It rarely ever misses. But Hydro Pump, I fight against Hydro Pump all the time. It always misses. Alright, so here we go. Ah, man. Forgot about that. Here we go. We're going to go around the long way. We're going around and around and around. Round and round we go. And we save here. We shouldn't have to save. This is going to be a cakewalk. I think we out-level him, and we have water type, and he's ground type. So, it is weird to me that the first and last gym in the game are pretty much the same thing. Ground, and, I mean, one of the junior trainers in Brock's gym has a Diglett. So, I don't get this one. I don't get why this was the gym type. You probably could have done with something better. Flying type, maybe dragon type. I don't know. But it's Gen 1. What are you going to do? It's a beautiful, it's like a Picasso. It's just, there's no continuity, but it's just a beautiful masterpiece of a game with a lot of errors. Alright, so now we're going to fight our rival. Now, here's where Blastoise has an advantage over both Venusaur and Charmander, or Charmeleon, or Charizard, is you don't have to add moves right here to help beat your rival. I think you can pretty much just wait to go against the Rhyhorn, set up all your withdraws, initiate your badge boost glitch, and then straight up go for the kill. Now, a lot of people probably don't like the fact that using the rare candies right before this battle. I want to try to see if I can win it without it. My goal was not to win this at the lowest level possible or anything. My goal was to win this as fast as possible, playing it the way I like to play it. I may in the future try minimum battles to try to win some games. That's possible. I may try that. But here I'm playing through early battles because I know what happens later in the game. And I get knocked out by Venusaur. I get knocked out. So now we're going to have to play through this again. We're going to fight him again. And that's, I think I've had another reset earlier, but this is one reset for sure. So we're going to set up the badge boost here with withdrawal. That'll up our defense. And then we'll do Surf, one-hit knockout. Yep. And then Rhyhorn, one-hit knockout. Body Slam with Gyarados. He doesn't do any damage with Bite. That's good. Growlithe is a Surf. Knock it out. Very good. And the last two, Alakazam, is it a knockout? It's not a knockout. Psychic does a decent amount of damage, but we still get the knockout. And then Venusaur. Body Slam with Venusaur. It's a two-hit knockout if we can get the second hit off. Like I said, that Razor Leaf with Venusaur is very deadly. I think that's what he beat me with last time. So we beat our rival, and then we go to the Elite Four. Now we're taking on the Elite Four. Lorelei is first. She is Ice type. So we're not at disadvantage, but we're not a huge advantage against her either. However, we do have some good stuff we can do. We can boost our defense, and we have a pretty compliant Pokemon first, always, as Dugong. Doesn't really do much. Rest, it's already at full health, but it's doing rest. Explain that one to me. And now that we have all of our stuff set up, we can do Body Slam until we knock it out. And she's going to use Rest again, isn't she? Don't do Rest. Takedown's good, because now we get knocked out. Okay, so very little damage taken. That took way longer than I ever anticipated with that Pokemon. I should have just done a couple more of these, but it is what it is. And, okay, so now Cloyster, we're setting up. Body Slam doesn't do squat. I think we try Surf here, see if Surf does any more. Surf does way better. We get a little bit of a Spike Cannon, and then we get the Cloyster knockout. Okay, now Slowbro is a trolly little jerk too. I don't like Slowbro either. There's just nothing that's like super effective against him. Okay, Hydro Pump kind of did okay, but Hydro Pump's like very inaccurate, so now I'm wasting turns with it. I get the knockout, but I don't like Hydro Pump. I cringe when I have to use Hydro Pump. I'd rather use Surf. It's more reliable. It does it does a little bit less than, but I'd rather have the reliability than the drastically more damage done. Surf, Body Slam, Hydro Pump. Body Slam ain't doing nothing, so we're getting lucky there, and I'm fully paralyzed now. Great. We just gotta get one move off, and I have no power points left for this move. Do I have to reset here? I don't remember. We just get a knockout. That'd be clutch right now because, yep, there we go. Good. Like I said, Blastoise survives a lot of battles on the skin of his teeth, the important ones. With Brock's Gym, we survived with 4 HP. We just barely survived there. If she'd have done like a Blizzard, we probably would have been knocked out. I don't think we have any issues with Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. Bruno is not a thing. So we knock out all Bruno's Pokemon in one hit, except for one. That is Machamp. He's a 2-hit knockout. If he did like submission, he probably would do pretty well, but he never does. He always uses like an X-Defend, which is stupid. You literally just had all your Pokemon wiped out in Bruno, and you're using an X-Defend on your last Pokemon. Okay? obviously the Pokemon I have is very good. You want to knock this Pokemon out as fast as humanly possible. So there we are, giving the rare candy to our Pokemon to prevent from the badge boost glitch being affected by a level up. Okay? So now we're going to Agatha. Alright, Agatha, and the Agatha lottery has commenced. So the first thing we do is Surf. Okay? Not horrible damage. Not great, but not bad. Hypnosis is the worst. I woke up. Surf, it's a knockout against the first one. Golbat. I don't know why I did not set up the badge boost glitch here. I don't know why. I don't remember. I think I was just trying to not let... Okay, so now I'm doing it. I was trying not to let the... When you fight Agatha, Agatha has the ability to poison you. She has the ability to paralyze you, confuse you, and put you to sleep. So you don't want to like dick around and have her put you to sleep, confuse you, and you basically are your own worst enemy. You hurt yourself in the battle. That's what you don't want. So like right now, I'm barely surviving this battle, and I'm using Hydro Pump. He gets like 5 hit points. Like I told you, he barely survives these battles. 5 hit points. We barely got through Agatha. That's two in a row, or 2 out of 3, where we barely survive by the skin of our teeth. So we heal up, and we're taking on Lance. Now Lance usually is an issue because Gyarados is a trolly little jerk. But because he uses Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam doesn't affect us that much, other than right there, we get a little bit lucky, and we get 4 hit points left. And remember how I said we barely survive? Well, this is where we barely survive. And here's what's stupid about Lance as well. Gyarados, I'm going to pause that. Gyarados is on Lance's team. Lance is a dragon-type trainer. Gyarados is not a dragon, yet he's somehow on his dragon-type team. Doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. Let's get back to playing. Okay. And we survive after Gyarados knocks down the 4 health with 4 health and wipe out his team. It's insane, but that is the power of the badge boost list. And if we'd have leveled up, we probably would have lost in the middle of that battle. Okay, we probably would have lost. So now we're facing our champion. We're facing the champion in the game. We have a decent move pool that we're going to use to take on a champion now. Battle animations are on. Surf, let's see what we can do with Pidgeot. Oh, so close, but Whirlwind does nothing because I don't have any Pokemon in my thing. Surf should do about half. I don't think it's a 1. No, not even half. Okay. We're going to do Surf again. And one more Surf or Body Slam should knock it out. We take a little bit of a Psy Beam. That does 50 damage. So now we're going to use this opportunity to set up. Rhydon doesn't have anything that does a lot of damage. That's why it's good to set up on Rhydon. Pidgeot, as much as just a bird type Pokemon, it does a lot of damage to you, and it has a lot of moves that can do damage to you. So setting up on Rhydon is the best one. He has nothing that can hit you. You're too fast for his Horn Drill. So you almost knock out Gyarados. And his Hyper Beam doesn't do squat to you. Arcanine's a one-hit knockout because of your badge boost glitch. I think we leveled up right here. Yeah, that's where we leveled up. That made me so upset. And this Blizzard didn't have a one-hit knockout. Now, if we didn't knock him out right here, he was going to blast us with Solar Beam. But we end up getting the win. We end up beating Butt. And we end up getting a time in the game. A pretty good time, I must say. It's not the best, not the worst. It's a pretty good time, though. It's just like, literally, it's like 15 seconds from Charizard when we get the final tally here. In Charizard, I left the clock running on some things. I probably could... Both of these runs were pretty solid. I probably could have shaved about 10 or 15 minutes off both of them. Now, it says 74 minutes of in-game time. Ignore that. Ignore that it says 74 minutes of in-game time. I'm just going to jump back to the end right here. No, go back. I want to talk about it. Ignore this. Just going to let it play through, and I'm going to pause it as soon as I get here. Here's what happened. When I was filming this, I had to get up and go do something with my wife, and I left the game on. I saved it, but I left the game on. So ignore the play time. That's why it's like that. That's why I go off real in-game time. That's time I spend playing it, not in-game time. So that will throw off that number. That's why I don't go off playtime, because sometimes I have to pause it and help my wife with something. We do have a child after all. So what are my thoughts playing through right now with Blastoise or Squirtle? I think Squirtle definitely is in the conversation for the best Pokemon in Gen 1. Him and Charmander definitely are. Bulbasaur, I'll explain more of that in my my recap video where I didn't declare who the winner is. But I want to thank everyone for stopping by JD's NerdVerse and watching this video. It's been very fun. And the next video coming out will be a recap of this specific playthrough, this one and others, and figuring out which Pokemon is the best Pokemon in Gen 1. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me get some feedback. Like I said, I'm a new channel. I'm trying to get it to grow. And feedback and comments and sharing and subscribing are the big key factors helping this channel grow. So appreciate you. Everyone have a good one and have a good day. See ya.